All right, I think that should have worked here. Welcome in, everybody, to more of our Vanderbilt College Football 25 Dynasty here. It's been a while. I know I've explained it on some of my other series, but I don't know if everyone who's going to watch the stream watches my other series. I had a whole move out process that took a long time, and as soon as I moved into my new place, I basically instantly went on vacation, and so that's why I think it's been about a month since we've done Vanderbilt here. But we're back, and I'm excited to be back here for what is our first bowl game here of the series. We're going to be taking on Nebraska. We would finish the season ranked after a 9-3 season. If you need a little bit of a refresher, here we go. The losses were against Alabama, Auburn, and Texas. Both Alabama and Texas were ranked number 1 in the country at the time that we lost to them. So when you only have 3 losses in the season and 2 of them are against the number 1 team in the country, I feel like I had a pretty good year. How's it going, Bozo? Happy to have you here for the stream. So today we're going to finish off season 2. It will be Nate Johnson's final game of his college football career, and I don't imagine you're going to see him going to the NFL. How's it going, Daniel Barry? So let's finish off the season. Let's go ahead and watch this bowl game. The send-off for a lot of our seniors here, or all of our seniors, and maybe even some of our juniors. Let's see, what should we rock with uniforms here? Should we just go normal away? I think we should go maybe all whites. Let's rock the all whites here for the bowl game. A little something special for the occasion. And then the Cornhuskers. Yeah, Raiola looking good for sure. And then can they go all red? Is it just current home and current away? All right. No all red for Nebraska, but we're going to be rocking the all whites on our end. Raiola, yeah, one of the best freshmen out there for sure. And we should see them, I guess. Was there a way I could have put their away pants with their home uniforms? I probably could have done that. Or can you do custom uniforms in this game? I can't remember. But all red was not an option. I think we look pretty slick here in our all whites, though. Let's get a win here. Send off Nate Johnson with a victory. It has been quite some time since I've even loaded up this game for anything other than clips. Of course, we got some clips of some of our draft picks for Madden, but for College Football 25, it has certainly been a long time. The Nebraska mascot looks goofy. I can't argue with that. Let's go ahead here and get this game started. Jumping back into CPU versus CPU College Football 25 gameplay. Apparently, while I was gone, there were some patches that made the CPU versus CPU gameplay not very good. But I think they're corrected now, so hopefully we'll get ourselves a good game here for the Music City Bowl. If we win this game, a double-digit win season on the board, which would be really, really nice here in Season 2. Definitely a faster rise to... I wouldn't say we're necessarily a contender quite yet, but we're kind of knocking on the door a little bit faster than I thought we would here with Vanderbilt. A nice rush off the edge and a sack of Raiola. The tackling isn't fixed. That's unfortunate, but we are able to get the quarterback down here early on. Simeon Boulware, our redshirt freshman, he balling out here early. I'm going to have forgotten some of these names. It's been a month. And in College Football 25, it's hard to remember the names because people are shifting every year in your program. Raiola, what a throw on 3rd and 18 over the middle. Is that 2 guys wearing 15 on the offense? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. You like the angles? Yeah, I got a new desk with my new setup here, so it's a standing desk. So sometimes I can stand during these streams, which is nice for me to be able to kind of move around. 2nd and 10 here for Nebraska, past the 40-yard line. I always confuse Wisconsin and Nebraska. I feel like very similar. All right, we gave up a 3rd and 18 earlier on in this drive. Got to do much better here. On 3rd and 4, we get the stop. Ellis Robinson, our transfer corner, able to bring down the ball carrier. So far, the bad tackling hasn't come to haunt us in this game yet. Isaiah Bond on the return. And maybe a little bit shaken up, but it doesn't look like he'll exit the game as he's out there for the offense. Isaiah Bond, another senior who is playing his final game of college football. We got to bring him out with a bang. He's going to be somebody that's going to get drafted in the NFL. Probably not as highly as he will in real life, but he will get drafted into the NFL after this season. Nebraska running some press man coverage, it looks like, in the pre-snap look. Johnson goes for Sherrill. That's a 1st down and more. The hit brought him past the 1st down marker. Go ahead and move the chains for these Vanderbilt Commodores. Johnson, the give to Young. That's not going to gain too much there. Tried to get to the edge, but Nebraska stayed home well. Johnson. What is that's not what we want. What is that throw? 6-yard loss on a completed pass to Young out of the backfield. Johnson rolling right on 3rd and 14. Finds a man at the very last second. It's a 1st down. You know, one thing I forgot to do, I forgot to use our custom playbook for this game. It's been a while since I've loaded up College Football 25. So we're using, I think, Vandy's base playbook for this game, which is unfortunate. But a beautiful play there on 3rd down to pick up the conversion. Nice play indeed. Finding our tight end, too, in a tough spot. Nate Johnson, all day to throw. He's going to take off and run. Couldn't find anything he liked there, but a pickup of 4 puts it 3rd and medium. Johnson. Into the flat on 3rd down. Incomplete. And a punt will be forced. It's unfortunate that we won't get our custom playbook for this game. Hopefully we can win even without it. I mean, the custom playbook I made was based off of Vandy's playbook, so it shouldn't be too different. Just a lot of... Doesn't he have 99 speed? Nate Johnson does have 99 speed. Has a little bit more of the quarterback design run because of Nate Johnson's 99 speed in my custom playbook. Also, I took out pretty much all of the 2nd and long runs. Other than that, I didn't change too much of the playbook. So, should be pretty similar to what we saw for most of this year in this game. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing early on from our defense here, who has a chance to force a 3-and-out. Delayed give on 3rd and 7. That's not going anywhere. Our big nose tackle swallows him whole. And Nebraska forced to punt. So far, both defenses showing up. Fair catch by Isaiah Bond, and we'll start at the 38-yard line. 5:40 remains here in the 1st quarter. Johnson. Into the screen game, he's got Young, who gets a nice block there on the edge. Gain of 9. Defense has been really good. Last year, I remember our defense being a massive, massive problem, but that's been a much improved unit. I think the transfers helped, as well as just some general progression. Incomplete into the flat there. 3rd and 1. This is a 2 tight end formation. Mikaelin Young is a junior here, and he's off to the races, to the 20, 10, touchdown! Vanderbilt on the board first here in the Music City Bowl. And that's why we put him into the mix alongside Alexander. He has more of that long speed that helps him break these explosive runs, got beautiful blocking down the sideline, and then just outran everybody. I mean, this guy was untouched all the way for 6. You love to see it. And under 5 minutes left here in the first. The first points are scored here in the game. What a run indeed. I wish Young was a freshman. That'd be nice. But we actually have some exciting freshmen that we got in our recruiting class. I'm going to go over the recruiting class once we get to the offseason. I wanted to do it before this game, but I don't think there's any way you could see it. During the bowl weeks, a nice play on the ball there by Ellis Robinson. Sophomore transfer out of Georgia. And can't quite bring him down. That's a nice physical run. Pick up of 7. That was almost a really good run stop. Can we force another 3 and out? 3rd and 3 upcoming for the sophomore Raiola. Man in motion, give to the back, and what a block there on our backer. Looked like he was going to be able to stop him short of the line, but that lineman dove to get the block on him. That was kind of sick, I got to be honest. Rarely do you see an offensive lineman dive at somebody to get a block on them. Running back looks a little tired there, flanking Raiola. Play action to him, going downfield into kind of a crowd of Vanderbilt defenders, and it's incomplete. Coverage has looked really solid so far. Haven't seen a lot of wide open throws. Commodore showing double A gap blitz. They'll go out of it. Bulwer with another pass rush win, but Raiola able to get his check down early to move the sticks. Now nearing midfield for Nebraska. Cornhuskers driving for the first time in this game, and a man falls down, bringing open a big hole for a massive explosive run here. Raiola to the back, and there might be a hold on this play, maybe on the edge there. Our true freshman Trevante Baldridge. Looks like maybe he was held, or was it somebody else? Looks like it was actually somebody else. But either way, we're going to take the holding, backing him up for a 1st and 20. 1st and 20. It will be a run. That's going nowhere. There we go. Another positive defensive play here. Defense has been balling. We might be seeing the last play here of the first. It's a quarterback draw. Raiola gets stuffed after a minimal gain. Looks like the playbooks still have way too many run calls in 2nd and very long. It is what it is, though. I'll take it because we've got a 3rd and 15 upcoming, and we'll have to wait until the 2nd quarter for it to come. 7-0 for the Commodores, a quarter into the Music City Bowl in 2025. Looks like I'm seeing a lot of red jerseys out there. It doesn't look like the Vanderbilt fans maybe have traveled as much, or do they kind of split the stadium? I'm actually unfamiliar with how they usually do these bowl games. Bulwer with another sack, pursuing Raiola, and the quarterback could not get away. Sack number 2, and that's his 3rd pressure of the game as well. So Simeon Bulwer, redshirt freshman. Redshirted him in our first year, and we've had some troubles with the pass rush so far in our first 2 seasons, but I'm liking the way he's ending the season here. A long field goal for Nebraska. It is no good. Gonna be excellent field position for our Vanderbilt Commodores. Already near midfield, past the 45-yard line here. 2 backs flanking Johnson on either side here as we start this next drive. Young in motion. Gonna go screen to Alexander on the other way. I like this play design. Oh, that's not Alexander. That's our 3rd running back there. But it's a 1st down on the screen. Gonna stick with that formation here. Johnson trying to go screen again, this time to Young, but the pressure was on him instantly, just like that. no place to go, and it's a loss of 7 on the sack. We're going to stick with this 2-back formation. I mean, I like sprinkling it in, but I don't know if we want it to be a main formation here, especially because we've thrown that stupid play out of it twice now. That's a horrible play, especially going towards the short side of the field. You don't really give your back. We're running it on 3rd and 22. All right, we just gave up on that possession, I guess. Hopefully we can pin them deep. That's not even going to be the case here, as it will be hauled in at the 20. Going to give them forward progress to the 21, I guess. I guess it's more of the 20 and a half. And the defense continue their good start here. Jet touch pass is a minimal gain of just 1 yard. It's going to be very interesting to see what this team plays like with likely a freshman quarterback next year. There's another sack by this Vanderbilt defensive line. Agu, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he came through in a hurry there to get another sack of the Nebraska sophomore. 3rd and 18, going deep, one-on-one. It is broken up on the sideline. A diving play to get the PBU. Excellent coverage there. Forces yet another punt. And this Vanderbilt defense has been shut down so far in this game. A decent return from Isaiah Bond. We're set up near midfield again. We're sticking in that formation. Do we have any other formations in the playbook? That's what I'm wondering at this point. Going back to that screen. It's going to work again for a big-time gain. Here we go. We've got 11 personnel here. 3 receivers to the right and motioning a 4th. Johnson goes underneath. He's got... Is that Jeremiah Smith? It is. Sophomore transfer out of Ohio State makes the play. He's certainly had some really good moments in his first season with this squad. Johnson trying to escape some pressure, but Nebraska was all over it. Did not let him out of his sights. It'll technically be a sack for a loss of just 1 yard. Still in the red zone, though. Got to finish off this drive. Johnson has a ton of space down the right side of the field. Has the first down and more to the 5. We'll call it the 6. Showing that explosiveness on the run game there. 2 tight ends in the formation. Give to the back. That's some nice blocking. And the second rushing touchdown of the day for Mikaelin Young. Really liking what I'm seeing from the blocking. Not only from our offensive linemen, but these receivers and tight ends are blocking really nice down the field as well. 2 rushing touchdowns where the running back honestly didn't even need to do that much to score. That's how good the blocking was. I mean, nearly got blown up in the backfield, but we got just enough of that defender there. 14-0 Vanderbilt as we are now about halfway through here the second quarter. Remember, if we get a bowl game victory, we can now start to recruit 5-star players in this dynasty. That was my requirement. We need to win a bowl game before I'm able to try and recruit 5-star players. So this is a pretty big game. It's off to a great start. We got to keep our foot on the pedal here. Can't start taking it easy by any means. The way this defense is playing, though, might be hard for Nebraska to come back. Solid run stop there. Gain of just 3 on the first down run. Nebraska doing a lot of running on the early downs, and we're doing a good job stopping it, putting them in mostly 3rd and long scenarios, but this time it'll be a 3rd and very manageable, just 3 yards needed to gain the conversion here. Raiola to the flats, has a man for the first down and a little extra to the 36-yard line. First down, give to the back here. Some good blocking this time from Nebraska. We'll make it an 8-yard gain. The run game is starting to pick up just a little bit here. in the second quarter. Tight end in motion. So bring the play clock all the way down to the 2-second mark. But the run game definitely starting to heat up for Nebraska. Got to be able to stop the run. Fake the jet touch pass, fake the handoff, and it'll be incomplete. Probably lucky for the Cornhuskers there, as that would have lost the yardage had it been complete. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. Delayed give. There's a big hole over the middle. Able to bring him down on first contact there, but still a gain of 6. Puts Nebraska again in a very favorable 3rd down spot, just 4 yards. They need pretty much the entire playbook open to them here. Tons of time in the pockets and another 1st down on that left sideline. You're generating a lot of pressure earlier on here in the game, but this Nebraska offensive line is starting to fight back a bit on this drive. Has them with their best scoring opportunity yet. As we approach the 2-minute warning here, tight end motions across the field. The give to the back. And these heavy Nebraska Cornhusker packages offensively are really gashing us in the run game. After the 2-minute warning, Raiola back to pass. Goes over the middle. Guess I was a little bit more towards the right sideline there, but some good coverage to force the incompletion. Raiola. Play action, a free rusher, and it's Boulware for the 3rd time in the first half. Having himself a career day in the bowl game is some awesome stuff. Simeon Boulware just really having his way against this Nebraska left tackle. And just when I said the defensive line needs to show up a little bit more, they do just that. 3rd and 20. Raiola to the end zone, and it's caught! Nebraska with their 2nd, 3rd, and forever conversion of this game. This time it goes for 6. Alex Bullock, the senior, on the reception. The defensive line was a half of a second late, and the Cornhuskers are on the board here. Super unfortunate stuff there, but Vanderbilt will retain the lead. Also have 92 seconds to try and get that touchdown right back, which this offense has certainly shown the ability to do in the past. Back to this formation that we just love so much for some reason. Over the middle, it's broken up for Junior Sherrill. Have not seen Isaiah Bond get involved here in the first half. Would like to see that happen. Pressure brought by Nebraska. Johnson able to escape to the right and have a big gain past the 40-yard line. Hit out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way to the 46 and a Vanderbilt 1st down. Johnson hits the slants past midfield. Johnson with another slant route here. Been going to that quite a bit here on this drive, and it's been working out with success to Junior Sherrill. See you later, Bozo. Thanks for hopping on and chatting for a bit. Johnson escapes the pocket on 1st down, gets to the sideline there rather than trying to cut it upfield. Trying to preserve timeouts. We still have 2. Johnson back to pass again. He's going down in the backfield for a big-time Nebraska sack. He's been doing a good job evading the sacks today, but not so much this time. 2 more years and you're out of the house. There you go. It's always nice to trot out on your own. Johnson. Past the sticks, has Junior Sherrill, almost had the touchdown. Could not quite outrun the defender. Go 39 seconds and a timeout. We have 1st and goal from the 7. Johnson to the check down, and Mykailyn Young just didn't get his hands up. That was probably a touchdown if he just reached out and grabbed it. Instead, it's 2nd and goal. Johnson over the middle, holding on to the ball is the tight end, Eric Stowers, and Vanderbilt does indeed respond, answering back that touchdown with one of our own. Just super efficient stuff from Johnson. Took that 1 sack, but otherwise was really, really good on this drive. It's Eli Stowers, not Eric Stowers. Again, like I said, I'm going to forget some names after a month of now recording this series. But really good stuff here from the Commodores. They should take a 21-7 lead into the half. There's still 30 seconds. Maybe left a little too much time on the clock, but I don't think Nebraska will be able to do anything in 30 seconds. I mean, knock on wood here. But I think I'm feeling pretty good about it. Forcing the return to knock a few extra seconds off the clock. We'll see if Nebraska wants to come out aggressive or not here. They do still have all 3 of their timeouts. They could at least try for field goal range. They'll go underneath and need to use one of those timeouts here. Not sure if a gain of 6.5 is really what they need. All the day in the world, all the time in the world is what I meant to say. And all day. I mixed those two up, but way too much time there for Raiola. Still only able to take the check down as the coverage on the back end was really solid. 3rd and 2. Raiola taking a deep shot. No way. Bring him down at least. We brought him down, but that's insane. They had the trips to the right, left them one-on-one on the left side, and the receiver just beat us off the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds remain. They have no timeouts left. If we could keep them in bounds, they could be forced to not get their 3 points. Here with 11. They're going to go for another play here. Raiola to the end zone, broken up by Robinson. And with that, Nebraska will settle for 3 here. Don't love giving them 3 points back here on the field goal. But for the most part, a really good defensive half for the Commodores. Should be a kick return here, and that should end the half. There's technically 1 second left because he couldn't get it past the 16-yard line. These EA football games do a terrible job on kick returns, but we'll just take the knee to end off the half. 21-10 is your Vanderbilt lead. Playing really well so far. Mykailyn Young, of course, with those 2 touchdowns. Looking really good on just 8 attempts. Could have had a 3rd touchdown if he held onto that ball. Could have been a hat trick at the half for Young. But we ended up getting the touchdown anyway, so no harm, no foul. We also start with the ball here to start the second half. Solid half of football here, and we will be a 10-win team. And a great start to the half as Young has broken free again. The level of blocking we are getting on these run plays is excellent stuff. Nebraska can't seem to defend the run here. Going to the screen game, and Young with another gain of 10+ yards. I mean, the game plan for this game has been obvious. Feed Mykailyn Young the football, and it is working. Going right back to it. Don't know if you want to run the same play twice in a row. But we keep running the hurry up out of this formation, and I think there must be like 3 plays we run out of this formation or something. And this is one of them, and I hate it. It loses 4 or 5 yards every time we run it. Get it out of the playbook. How are we running it when it loses yards every time? This is going to be a sack on 3rd down. That stupid play lost all the momentum of the drive. We keep running the hurry up out of this 2-back formation, and there aren't enough plays to run the hurry up out of it. Just take a break from the hurry up and bring in a formation that has more plays. Our punter is terrible. Their return man didn't even get that. What was that, a punt? 20 yards? Jeez. Really big formation here for Nebraska. And a fumble picked up by Vanderbilt. We get the ball right back. Langston Patterson on the recovery. The senior linebacker was a stud for us last year. He's also had some good moments this year. Maybe not as good as he was last year. Why are we still in this formation, man? I'm getting really annoyed that we run the same 3 plays all the time. Thank you. Johnson going for a corner route, diving his stowers, but he can't make the grab. It's 3rd and 11. In motion is Isaiah Bond. Looks like we're trying to set up a screen or something. It's a fumble recovered by Vanderbilt. What is our offense doing here in the half? We had a couple of good plays of McCall and Young. Otherwise, our offenses look terrible here to start the 3rd quarter. Our punters looked even worse somehow. Guy has no leg. Anyway, we do absolutely nothing with the turnover created by our defense. So Nebraska's right back out approximately 10 yards further in their own territory than they had their last possession. 2nd and 9. It's going to be a throw into the flat, and the catch and run yardage will be good for a 1st down, Cornhuskers. 36-yard line now for Raiola. Gives to the back, and some good blocking there. Gets them past midfield. The run defense is just kind of slowly deteriorating as the game goes on. Tight end in motion. Give to the back again, and another explosive run by the Cornhuskers. What's going on with our D-line right now? These are some really big holes being created by the Cornhuskers offensive line. Finally, we get a nice stop there. I think that was Patterson on the tackle. Second and 8. Raiola. Picked off by Ellis Robinson IV. He's having himself a really good game, and he's trying to house this one to the 40, to the 30. He's getting caught from behind, but not until the 15-yard line. A big-time interception and return. I didn't think he was going to get more than 10, 15 yards out of that return, but he found the crease and exploded through it here. Unfortunately, got caught. Couldn't turn it into a pick 6, but what a play by the sophomore defensive back. Johnson on the offense. Need to come up with something better than we've had so far in the 3rd quarter. More of that first half offense, please. Johnson will slide down after a gain of 4 on 1st down. I'm going to miss that 99 speed of the quarterback spot next year, but I'm excited to see what we can come up with at quarterback. Maybe there's an exciting transfer that could come to Vanderbilt as well. Throwing across his body, not always a smart decision. There he gets away with it for just an incompletion. Oh, we're bringing out the 2-back formation again on 3rd and 6. Both backs stay in protection here, and it means there's not going to be a lot of receivers running routes. Doesn't matter though. Johnson able to pick up the first with his legs. Vanderbilt brings in a second tight end and runs the ball for McKylan Young and make that a hat trick. 3 touchdowns here in the Music City Bowl. His best game of the season, happening when it matters the most. Trying to get Coach Fiend franchise his first bowl game victory. Vanderbilt looking really sharp on both sides of the ball for the most parts. You love to see it. It's going to make this 28-10. I mean, another stop and a touchdown, and we might even be able to end this game early with how this team is playing. Now back, I don't know if this was fixed in any patches since I've last played, but there would be some wild, stupid comebacks in this game. I'm hoping, you know, if we leave 35-10 in the fourth quarter, that you could safely say a 4-score lead in the fourth quarter is good enough. That wasn't the case sometimes in this game, though. I am excited to get to the offseason, of course, but I want to make sure we can secure this bowl victory first. Patterson tried to shoot a gap there, just shot the wrong one. Still able to get the back down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Can we force the 3 and out? Raiola to pass. Has a man over the middle. Beat the linebacker for the first down. And coverage is all well and good, except for, you know, you got your linebackers one-on-one with somebody, which usually isn't going to be great unless you have some of the top tier linebackers in college football. We have a couple of really good ones. I don't know if they're fast enough to maybe excel in man coverage, though. Under 4 minutes remain here in the third. 2nd and 5. That run is going nowhere. Starting to see a little bit more resistance against the run than we've seen the last kind of quarter and a half. Raiola deep over the middle, fits it between 2 deep defenders. That was a beautiful throw to Bullock, who has the lone Nebraska touchdown in this game. What a strike from Dylan Raiola. Easily his best throw of the game, although a touchdown throw was also really nice. Inside the 10-yard line. Trying to score their 2nd touchdown of this bowl game. Play clock down to 2 seconds. They do get the snap off, though, for a gain of 2. Give to the back, trying to get to the edge, but the Vanderbilt defense stays home. Loss of 1. 3rd and goal from the 7. Nebraska been a very run-heavy team so far. Needs to go to the air here, and once again, they find their star tight end. This time for a touchdown. Let's not count this as a dub too early here. That touchdown is going to cut it down to 11, assuming the PAT is good. They might even go for 2. They won't. That makes sense. Wait to go for 2 until you have to. 28-17. A minute left here in the third. That kick goes deep into the end zone. So Vanderbilt will start from the 25-yard line. Single back. It is Young. Flag on the play, and that's going to bring back another explosive Young run from Mikael Young. As we wait for this flag, I'm going to switch from my standing desk down to sitting here. Here we go. Johnson goes to the air, and a dangerous throw to Jeremiah Smith. That one could have been an ugly pick. Instead, it's 2nd and 20. Johnson into the flats. That's not going to pick up much. It's going to be 3rd and 19. I feel like you lose some yards and the offense just doesn't know what to do. We're running an option on 3rd and 19. What are we doing there, man? What are we doing there? All right, we're giving Nebraska a chance to come back in this game. Some questionable play calls there on that last drive. The defense needs to stiffen back up here. Need another stop. Nebraska starts with excellent field goal position because our punter can't punt. Boulware with another nice pressure, though, forces the incompletion. Probably been the star of our defense so far in this game. Kylan Young, of course, being the start of the offense. 3rd and 9. They're going to try to pick it up with the run. At least we're not the only one with questionable decision making on 3rd down. But it becomes a little less questionable when you know it's 4th down territory like it is for Nebraska right now. And this guy has been dependable on 3rd and 4th down. We got to figure out a way to cover up that tight end a little bit better here in the 4th. He's been killing us as of late. Back to the run game, and another nice play. I think if that running back went a little bit more outside, could have had a big gain. There were a lot of guys crashing the middle from our defense. Free rusher. Raiola sees it and throws for a gain of 9. Looks like we're doubling a guy out there on the close side of the field there. And on 3rd and 1, they'll gain just enough. $11 minutes remain. The give to the back is for a gain of 4. 28 rushes, and he's just past the 100-yard mark. It's under 4 yards a rush, and I'll take that. Nice stop there. 3 yards on that one. Bring up 3rd and 4. Will Nebraska stick to the ground here? They'll go play action instead. Raiola looking deep. It's broken up in the end zone. This time, Nebraska choosing to go for the field goal, trying to make this a 1-score ball game. I was talking about maybe being in the position to sim the end of this game. It's a 1-score game now. Some not great stuff on defense, but some really questionable decision making on the offensive end have put us in this spot where we've let Nebraska back in this game. I don't know why people don't kneel it more here. We're back to this formation. It's a screen or it's a throw for -4 yards. It's going to be one of those two. It's the screen. At least that play's worked better for us than the other one. The bad part about it is we're probably going to stay in that formation here, which I do not love. Going to the flat out of it, and that was not even close to open. Why are we trying to force that? Get out of this formation! Please! We run one solid play out of it. We get a really good run play there, so I guess I need to eat my words, but can we please run something else? We don't need 2 running backs on the field at all times. Another screen out of this formation. I don't know why Nebraska is still being fooled by it. That one defensive lineman wasn't. From the 50. Another running back screen. This is literally the only play in the playbook. But somehow it's still working. I don't understand it. Another running back screen. Holy crap. We've run the same play 4 times this drive. And we're probably about to run it again. This time it's to Jeremiah Smith for a pickup of 7. We switched 2 running backs for 2 tight ends here for 3rd and 3. Nebraska bringing pressure, but Eli Stowers is wide open on the drag route underneath. Vanderbilt moves the chains. They're taking off some decent time here on this clock. Johnson has a seam to escape, and I guess he initiated that slide right before he could pick up the first down. Down to 5 minutes. We just cannot have a turnover here. That's it. Give to the back, gets the conversion. 1st and goal from the 5. Johnson gives to Kylan Young, and it's another Kylan Young touchdown. 4 on the day for the junior running back. Did he have 4 touchdowns this season? I don't know. But he has 4 touchdowns all on the ground today. You did an excellent job finishing off these drives here in the red zone. Excellent blocking once more. You did have to make a man miss that time. It wasn't as easy as his first 3 touchdowns, but he was able to get that done. Vanderbilt back on top by 2 scores. Just under 4.5 remaining in the ball game. This gives you some confidence that the Commodores can pick up their first bowl game win since... when was the last time they won a bowl game? I had that information at one point. I don't remember anymore. Fake the give on the jet pass. Give it to the running back instead. They're sticking with the ground game here. Down 2 scores. Now under 4 minutes remain. Need to start airing it out. They will go to the air here. Raiola fits it in between 2 Vanderbilt defenders there for a first down. Haven't really called Trevante Baldridge's name. He is a true freshman, so hard to expect too much from him, but would love for him to make a play here. Late in this ball game, bad angle by the defensive back, and it's going to be a big-time gain for Nebraska. Raiola, he's going down. The pressure generated from the inside there. An excellent sack. I mean, that pocket went from as clean as you'll ever see to a sack just like that. An excellent win. Raiola making a change here at the line. Going underneath. That'll make the 3rd down a little bit easier here. Of course, now in 4-down territory for the Cornhuskers. So they don't need to get it all here necessarily. Raiola going for it all anyway and has his tight end again. How many 3rd and 4th down catches that have gone for first downs does number 24 have in this game? He's been killing us. I don't even know what this man's name is. I apologize. I'm not familiar with your game, but I am familiar with Ellis Robinson, who continues to play excellently over locking down the left side of the field defensively. Fake the give on the jet touch pass again. I mean, that's not really going to fool us if you never run it. Pickup of just 3. We're approaching the 2-minute warning. Nebraska's been taking their time here on this drive, although they are in good scoring position now. Raiola. And it's knocked down again. Who was that in coverage? They snapped to the next play so quickly I can't even give the guy credit. Some defenders falling down on our D-line there. Incomplete towards the end zone. And Vanderbilt will take over. 1:54 remain. That's pretty much going to wrap up the victory, but we will stay till the end here just in case some shenanigans happen. Cedric Alexander. Sean Alexander is a former Seahawks running back who was very good at his job. I think that's the first time we've seen him touch the ball today, because it's been mostly this guy, Mikaelin Young. So far, not much doing. I mean, the first run was solid, but the second one only gains pretty much, I think it was stopped at the line of scrimmage. So we need to have it here on 3rd and 5, and we have a man, Jeremiah Smith, down the field. We're going to waste Nebraska's last timeouts, and we are in victory formation. This is going to end the game. Your Vanderbilt Commodores will win the 2025 Music City Bowl against the Nebraska Cornhuskers by a score of 35-20. Both sides of the ball contributing in a major way in today's outing. Really good team victory, and no surprise that Young here is your player of the game with really good average. Only rushed the ball 13 times, scored 4 times, racking up 89 yards alongside it. Raiola definitely got the better of us a couple of times, but for the most part, the defense was really solid, and the run game was able to get things going when we went to it, and that includes quarterback Nate Johnson with his legs. He did not have a turnover. I think he fumbled the ball once, but we recovered it in this game. I think that may be the first game we've watched where Nate Johnson didn't turn the ball over. He's kind of been notorious for giving at least one boneheaded play to the defense every game was not the case, and his smart play was crucial in us getting a 10-win season here in year 2, better than I ever thought we would be. Let's go indeed. What a way to finish off the season. Unfortunately now for us, though, we're about to lose a lot of key players to this program. We still have a lot of players at risk of transferring due to brand exposure. Young wants playing time. I don't want to lose him after him scoring 4 touchdowns. We have some coach prestige. People want me to be a little bit more prestigious, I suppose. But Bulwer wins your SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Yeah, he was excellent. Young, we're not there yet. National Defensive Player of the Week with his 3 sacks. Let's go. And McKylen Young is your SEC Offensive Player of the Week with his 4 rushing touchdowns, as well as your National Player of the Week. Let's go. All right, we got a lot of people at risk of transferring here. So we have the national championship. Let's see who it's going to be. Where's the CFP bracket here? Oregon and Clemson here. At least 2 teams that shouldn't surprise you as being good here. 14-2 versus 14-2. UTSA, what's the 4 seed? That's interesting. Tulane won a playoff game here against Texas. You can't really see it because of my webcam here. But a 40-38 victory over an SEC opponent. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Who wins, Clemson or Oregon? And the Oregon Ducks are the national championships winners here. It's okay, we can see your beautiful face. How's it going, Bryson? Happy to have you on stream here for a minute. End of season recap. We don't really need it. We won 10 games. Oregon with the victory over Clemson in the national championship. Now it's time to talk about players leaving. How many players are going to try to transfer? Only have 3. That's not bad. Unfortunately, McKylen Young, who just scored 4 touchdowns, is one of the players that wants to transfer. Of course, we're losing some key players to graduation. Isaiah Bond projected to go in the 4th round of the draft. I think he'll go higher than that in real life. He just didn't get a lot of development last year because he transferred. Dante Carter. We might as well try to persuade all of them, right? And Dante Carter is staying. Can everybody cross your fingers for McKylen Young? We don't want to lose this player. We have a medium chance to persuade. McKylen Young is leaving. I mean, he went out with a bang. He went out with a bang. I guess that's the way to look at it here. But that is tough. I mean, we got the other 2 to stay. That's cool and all. Did Dante Carter try to leave last year? Is that our 2nd consecutive year convincing him, or did he not try to leave? I can't remember. That sucks to lose McKylen Young. We're going to have to find a way to replace his production here. We're probably going to have to we're probably going to have to target a running back here in the transfer portal. We lose a defensive tackle there to UTSA, I guess. Still have a lot of players that want to transfer because of brand exposure, though none of them really did. Let's go ahead and see where Isaiah Bond got drafted in the 4th. Need a 3 or a 4-star running back? Yeah, we're definitely going to try to find... If there's a 4-star running back that wants to transfer to us, we're absolutely going to take it. Xavier Hill also goes in the 7th round, another transfer target. So 2 transfers came to Vanderbilt and ended up getting drafted. And now it's time to start the offseason process here. Lost some players at the very end of the season to other schools, so we're just going to remove them from our board here. The one guy I'm kind of salty about is Anthony Ellington. I mean, Miami really just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm going to keep him on our board here at the bottom so we can see what his development trade is when it's all said and done. So we put a ton of effort into that one, and he just says no because I don't know why. Let's go ahead and schedule a visit for this guy here. We'll go with, I can't believe championship contender is already A- for our squad. We'll also hard sell his perfect pitch here. I used to have like pretty much all these memorized where they were, but I don't anymore. We'll do that for now. We'll go, you know, we're going to do a week 2 visit here just because I want to save some week 1 visits for some transfer guys. And then we'll hard sell his perfect pitch, which is this right here. Now let's take a look at what we've got available to us in the transfer portal. Right away, I am seeing that there's a chance for us with a running back that is a 4-star player. You love to see that. So, are there any 5-star transfers? None. 4-star players, any that want to come to our team besides the running back. I'm looking at any 4-stars that want to transfer to us. Nobody wants to come to our squad, huh? Except for the running back. That's unfortunate. Last year we had a really fun transfer portal class. That's not quite going to be the same thing here. We are going to have Derby our #1 target now for the offseason. Let's add these guys to kind of the bottom of the class here. We've only signed 2 3-star players, and one of them's a bust. That's how we're doing. But we have a lot of 4-stars. Of course, spent the majority of our season trying to recruit 4-stars. So we have, 16 minus 4. So we have 12 4-stars already committed. We're trying to add another one here. Playing style is one of his is his deal breaker, so we know we can offer him a visit with playstyle. Does where they are on the list matter? Oh no, that's just for I just like to sort it that way. That's just kind of a me thing, but I don't think it matters as terms of like how efficient you are scouting them by any means. Then we're gonna hard sell them. It's either this or this. Time to get to work, or it's game time. I'm going to guess. Let's hard sell this and soft sell this. I'll also search up his social media, get in the DMs a little bit. So going hard after Jarvis Durr, pretty much as hard as we possibly can. Got to get that player. We need to offset the McKylen Young loss, which is very much so going to be felt by us. Let's look at the best 3-stars in the transfer portal. So one thing I need to do is I need to look at our team needs. So we have... Okay, so this is still including last year's seniors. So anybody that is a senior can't be included. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 quarterbacks, which I think is, we only need 2. So, or no, we need a total of, I think 5 quarterbacks is enough. Running backs here, we have Alexander, Newberry, Nord, Dur, LeCount, and Bakhtiari. We did get 2 4-star running backs in this recruiting class, which I think will be very good. That will also help offset the loss of McKylen Young, but they might not be able to play year 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 receivers. I think we need 1 more. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tight ends. Maybe need another one. 2 tackles, 2 guards, 4 centers, 4 guards, 4 tackles. We probably need another tackle and one more other guard. So we need a receiver, a tackle, and a guard. We need probably one more defensive end. Can't believe. So we only have 3 defensive tackles. We need probably 2 defensive tackles. I think we're chilling on running backs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners. Probably need 1 or 2 more. I think we might be chilling on safeties. Okay, cool. Now that we know what we need, I'm going to go to the transfer portal and try to pick up some players that we need. Sort by interest. Not a lot of players have even a little bit of interest. We did want both of these positions. So we're going to have to go to the prospect list, I guess, at this point. Are there any 4-star players that are open to us? We have Earl Samaya. Screw it. Let's go for him. Let's go for him. And then, okay, so I know we said we needed 2 defensive tackles. There are no 3-star defensive tackles available. So we're going to have to dip all the way down into 2-star. If we're going to do 2-star, I'd rather do 2-star transfer portal than freshman, I think, because they'll probably be better. Yeah, yeah, we're going to go with these 2 guys. Oh, shoot. All right. All right. Here you go with that. We needed a receiver. Are there any 3-star receivers that want to transfer to us? No. All right, how about some 3-star freshmen? I'm sure there's a 3-star freshman or 2 that'd be interested. Jarvis Lockett, let's go for him. I don't think we've added a guard yet, so let's look at guard. We have Monty Brutus. We'll go for him. Is there anything else that I'm forgetting that I said that we needed? I think I got all of our needs, right? Let's bring all these guys to the top so I can take a look at them. Again, this is just my preference. They don't necessarily need to be on the top for anything. All right. For all of these guys, we're just going to have to send the house because a lot of these guys aren't in their top 5s yet. So we're just going to do this. Scholarship, send the house, social media, DMs. Doing this for everybody who's not in their top 5 yet. A little bit tedious here doing this for everybody, but we'll be done in just a second. 3 more to go. Can't believe we're going hard in the paint for some 2-star players at defensive tackle, but we need to. That's just the reality of the situation. I was a little bit late on the defensive tackle. I mean, we were supposed to get Ellington, which is going to help us in that. And I was hoping there'd be at least 1 transfer defensive tackle that was interested. That was 3-star. Just not the case, which is fine. So we still have 290 hours remaining. We might as well do... Oh, yeah, I forgot. We don't have 65 hours for our kickers yet, which I'm not planning on ever doing it because it's a kicker or a punter. So we still have 255 hours. We could use this to go after more players and just try to get, a top-rated class, because right now our class is ranked at 16th. I think if we go hard in the paint for some 3-stars, we might be able to get that into the top 10. If you go 3-star prospects, we have interest in us. Oh, I'm in the transfer portal. That's why. Don't want to be in the transfer portal. I just want any prospects. We can get a quarterback here. I don't know if I'm interested in another quarterback. We could try for another punter. There's a running back here. I mean, we already have 2 running backs. I don't know if we need to go for that. Try for this safety. Try for this linebacker. Quarterback. We already have a couple of quarterbacks as well. So we'll do this. We'll add 3 more players, and then any leftover time is going to go towards scouting these guys. And that's going to be how we spend our time here in week number 1. And then we'll move on. Again, these guys don't really need them. We're just trying to get the rank of our class up a little bit. That's really what this is all about. I forgot, again, you're a punter. So we have 60 hours to scout some guys. I'm looking to scout some guys who aren't transfers. See maybe why they're still available. I'm fine with Monty Brutus here. He's not great. 77 strength isn't good, but he's got some good abilities. So I'm good keeping it on him. What's the speed of this guy? It's up there towards the top. 90 speed, we got a gem. All right, we're keeping up on him. And that is all of our hours. 1,050 hours all allocated here in week 1. Let's see how we do. Really just hoping for that transfer running back. That's what we really need. Where is he here? Did he not gain any progress? All right, we're up to number 1 on him, but he has LSU really interested as well. The question is, did we get this right? It's neither of these. That's crazy. Which one is it then? Which one has those 2, but it's this one. The clutch. Okay, we'll hard sell this. We'll still continue soft sell this. I wish we could sway, but we don't have enough hours. Dang it. That might mean we lose out to LSU. That's going to suck if we lose out to LSU there. Got a bunch of guys in their top 5 now, so we can... let's see. This guy just reached his top 5. So let's schedule a visit. Is he a transfer? He likes Coach Prestige. I feel like he also... let's just do proximity to home, though, because it's A+. But we know what his ideal pitch is if we know, because we know his other 2 check marks, and then we know his deal breaker is Coach Prestige. Where's the Coach Prestige? It's right there. So this is his ideal pitch right here. And we'll soft sell something that has those 2. Like this one right here. Bada bing, bada boom. We're good there. This guy has also reached his top 5. Is he? He has championship contender as a deal breaker, which is this one right here. Let's switch this guy's stuff up. Let's hard sell something that has conference prestige in it. Oh no, championship. Did I just accidentally? I did. Oh no, I just chose the wrong one. Whoops. I saw the C at the start and I chose the wrong one. That's my bad. This is probably his ideal pitch, which we're not particularly good at. Could be this too. Which if it is, then conference prestige is still a check mark. I'm just going to go in on that being the case. What was his other one? This one. I also think this one, we know at least one of them is an X, but it's an A+. So I'm going to go with this, actually. Instead of taking the risk on Football Influencer, which we're not particularly good at right now. Okay, let's... Playing style. We actually know what this guy's one is. Let's not screw this one up like I did the last one. And then let's switch to the cells, to the pitches here. He has playing style. He doesn't, so I feel like it's this one. Or it's this one. We'll go with this. We'll just do one of each. Cover our bases there. Craig has not reached his top 5 yet. Neither is Black. Neither is Lockett. Neither is Brutus. This guy we already did a visit, I think, right? Yep. This guy's coming on a visit this week. I have 115 hours. Let's continue to scout these guys. 89 speed and a gem at safety. Got to make sure we get this guy. He's coming on a visit. That should be a really big boost. This guy's at the top of our list with Doer now. This guy's going to be good safety. He can be our one steal since we lost out on the one guy who was going to be our steal. All right, let's see. Brutus we have scouted. Blacks we do not have scouted. Let's scout him. He's okay. Again, these are 2-star players. 84 finesse moves to start out here on Darrisaw is pretty good. Okay. I'm like what I'm seeing from Shamar Crawford as well. What class is he going to be? Okay, he's already going to be pretty much maxed out, unfortunately. We only have 5 hours left. Okay, here's week 2. Now going after, hopefully, Dur. I think LSU is going to beat us out on Dur, but hopefully not. And then Samaya. Those are our top 2 targets right now, the 2 4-stars we're going after. Brandon Bethea, the middle linebacker, 3-star commits to us. Dur still has us in the first spots. We're actually pretty far above LSU now. We might actually beat out LSU here. He's in his top 3. He just made a ton of progress towards committing. LSU decided not to bring him in till a visit till week 5. So what is this, week 3? If we can get him to commit by week 4 before he takes that week 5 visit, I think we've got him. Otherwise, he's going to go to LSU. All right. So we guessed right on his hard sell here, which is good. I think the soft sell, we're going to switch it to this one because we know it's an X, but I'd rather have an X that's an A than an X that's a B. That seems right to me. Oh, West Virginia might beat us for this player. Oh, that's unfortunate. Got a new player who got to his top 5. Let's scout him before we do anything, though. Yeah, I'm interested. Pro potential? We're at a B on pro potential. I mean, I'll take it. We don't know, like... So we know he likes pro potential and program tradition, which we're terrible at. This guy does not fit perfectly with us. It's probably football influencer. Is there another one it could be? Could also be grassroots, which are even worse than football influencer. We're going to try for this. I'm going to do this. I just want to see what his hard sell is. See how that works. I mean, I think we're the only one offering him, so there's not a lot of competition right now. This guy just reached his top 5. He's got championship contender, which is this. Oh, no, that's conference prestige. I made that mistake last time. Which one's championship contender? Team meeting. I I think this one's also football influencer. A lot of people like that football influencer stuff. That's what it looks like to me, so I'm going to go with it. What else has championship contender and pro potential? This one. I hope it's this one. That'd be even better. Crawford. It's either Tennessee or us. Darisaw. Probably us. Ooh, Ohio coming in big time for Craig. Just reached his top 5. He likes playing style, but we're not particularly good at playing style. But playing time. We are good at playing time, so let's do that. We don't have any defensive tackles. That's why we're good at playing time. We'll do that. And then we'll soft sell him. I want something that has playing time in it. What's this one? No, not great. There's not a good one that has playing time in it for a soft sell, so I guess we're going to go with this one. Get 2 of his check marks there. And, we're always searching up the socials of these guys. Brutus. He does not have a deal breaker, so we have to know something. Crush Prestige is at least solid. So we'll go with that. All right, what's this guy's? It's probably this, prestigious. Could be this. I'm going to go with this because it's a little bit better for us. We'll go with this. Proximity to home is terrible. But the other 2 are good. If you can get 2 out of 3 good, I feel like you're on the right track. Bethea is on the team. Welcome aboard. And now we can spend the rest of our time scouting. Let's scout Hepburn here. Oof. That's not very good. 90 speed here from Jarvis Dorr. Really good catching. Guess we can just see about this punter now. 90 kick power. It leaves us 30 hours. I mean, what do we do with this? Are there any guys that are still open that we might want? We could go for another tight end. An athlete here. Oh, that's a quarterback. I think we already looked at that guy. Another quarterback here. So this quarterback's in need, though. I think it's because it's not factoring the athletes that we're going to assign to quarterback. I think we could go with another tight end. This guy has no offers. Let's put one more guy on our board here. Get up to 30 targets total. Offer a scholarship. Do 25 points here. There you go. All the hours. Week 3 of 4. Done here. Only got one more week to see what we can do. Jarvis Dorr comes to Vanderbilt. Let's go. I thought we were going to lose him to LSU for sure. Shamar Crawford, 3-star transfer. Trey Darisaw, 3-star defensive end. Kaderil Craig, a 2-star player. Let's go. I'm so stoked we got this guy. It helps offset the sting of losing McKylan Young a little bit. And obviously we're going to Switch this, this, and this. What about Samaya? There's really not much more we can do here. He just likes West Virginia a little bit more than us, I think. Ah, that sucks. We have 495 hours, but we're on the last week, so I don't think there's really anybody that's we're going to get with 1 week of trying to recruit them, you know what I mean? I don't know how Lanier hasn't committed to us. Let's scout this guy, I guess. A gem. I think even he might not commit to our school, though. We're going to waste the final 455 hours. I don't think there's really any use for us using them, unfortunately. Fingers crossed Samaya, for some reason, chooses our team, but I don't think he will. Desmond Black, Braylon Lanier, Damar Lobato, Martin Laguda. Josh Ashmore actually does come to our team, but that safety did not. National Signing Day, and he definitely chose West Virginia over us. That sucks. That sucks just a little bit here, but we ended up with 28 players in this class. A lot of them were 4 stars. Anthony Ellington, what was his dev trait? Impact. Screw you, dude. 28 players in the 2025 recruiting class for the Vanderbilt Commodores. That will rank us at number 15. So we went up like 1 spot over what we were heading into the offseason. It's tough getting a top class. I mean, now that we can recruit 5 stars starting next year, I think that's going to make it easier on us to actually get into these top classes. Let's just look at where we rank inside the SEC, though. Top 15 in the entire nation is not even top 6 in the SEC. We're like in the middle of the SEC, despite being one of the best recruiting classes in the nation. That's wild. Incredibly competitive here in the SEC, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's look at the dev traits of these players that we got. I felt like we didn't get very good dev traits last time. Last offseason, unfortunately. We got elites for Josh Ashmore. We just started recruiting this guy in week 3 with the 20 points we had left over. We get an elite 3-star player. Let's go. We get impact for the punter. Star here from Lobato. Normal from Hepburn. I'm pretty sure if it's a bust, there's always going to be normal. I think that's kind of what you get there. Normal from Crawford. Impact from Derisaw. Normal from Craig. Impact from Black. Star from Lockett. Let's go. The gem. Brutus has impact. Lanier has impact. And then these are the guys that we signed early on in the class. So Sidney Ali, the gem, has star development trait. I love that about him. Sterling Peppers, elites. That's the second elite so far. We only got 1, and it was a 3-star that wasn't very good in last year's recruiting class. So we're already doing better. We still got half the class to look at here. Another elite for Major Bull. Let's go. 94 speed at 6'1". That's going to be a really good player for us down the board. Lewis Coons, one of the future tackles for this team, star development, and elites. Again, make that 4 elite dev traits for us in this recruiting class. Let's go. Absolutely killing it on the dev traits here. Only normal for Zavala. That sucks. I like Zavala as a quarterback prospect, but normal development is not very good. Kevin LeCount, one of the 2 running backs, one of the 2 high-end running backs we got in this class. Elite development trait, comes in with 94 speed, 85 juke move off the rip. You got to love that. Camille Cushenberry has impact development. He might be in the running for starting for us at quarterback next year. Sony Silatolu here. Only normal development trait for the 4-star tight end here, unfortunately. 87 speed, though. I do like that. Ramon Henches has impact here. 92 speed on the future corner for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Emmett Sharp, star development on him, 89 speed. Jarvis Dorr, we just signed him in the transfer portal. Gotta love it. Mohamed Ogbenaya, getting some speed added to our linebacker core ahead of next season here. 90 speed on him. Only normal development, though. And then another elite. Both of our running backs are elite development trade. And this is a power back with 93 speed, 88 trucking, 88 stiff arm, 87 break tackle. This guy's going to be an absolute stud. Rashawn Maben, star development from the 3-star receiver. Brock Landry, normal. We knew that was going to be the case because he was a bust. And then normal for Brandon Bethea. Overall, I think a really good class. What is that? 6 elites or 5, something like that. That is really insane, especially because most of them were 4-star players and elite development trade. That is insane. Let's talk about some position changes ahead of this next season. So let's go to the athletes. Let's assign our athletes right now. We got Camille Cushenberry. He can be a quarterback. He's also a really good running back. I feel like we have good running backs, though. Can he... Oh, yeah, I forgot that it sorts by overall. He can play corner a little bit. 97 speed at corner could be fun. Play safety. Let's put him at quarterback for now, but keep in mind that he could play corner for us. It's hard to get corners with actual real speed in this game, so getting one there would be nice. Rashawn Maben, I think he was projected to be a receiver, but he's actually a better safety. Let's keep that in mind, but right now we'll put him at receiver because that's what we recruited him to be. And Brandon Bethea was supposed to be a linebacker, and that's what he's going to be. So let's look at his coverage ability. Oh, we can't see it here. All right, let's put him at corner right now and look at his cover ability and his press ability. 97, he's the fastest corner on the team. He's actually kind of well-rounded. Oh, he cannot press worth a crap, though. Usually, like, the athlete corners can only do one of man or zone. He's kind of even. Just cannot press, despite the fact that he's 220 pounds. You guys have an opinion? Should we keep him at corner? Should we keep him at quarterback? For now, I'm going to keep him at... Although we only have 6 corners? I thought we had more than that. We have 10 receivers. I think that's how many you're required to have with our playbook. We're also getting some overalls. So Major Bull is 74 overall. He was our big receiver recruit. Let's look at those running backs. 76 for Sean Bakhtiari. 75 for LeCounte. And then 81 for our transfer running back here. And that won't go up. Transfers don't really go up. Silatolu comes in at a 72. Ashmore at a 66 with elite development. And we're going to have some right tackles. So we have 2 awesome tackles. One of them is going to be right. One of them is going to be left. I think we'll just do Iverson at left. A pair of freshman tackles that will be the future duo. So left guard needs a bit of help here. We could send Bobby Sharper over there. Let's do that. And center will stick here. Sterling Peppers is a 74 with that elite development trait. That's awesome. Getting a lot of these mid-70s players now here with good development trades. It gets me really excited. I think we're going to have Ali go over to the left end. He's actually a really good defensive tackle. Interesting, despite the fact that he's just 250 pounds. Bullor was awesome in that last game. Got a big group of middle linebackers here. Should probably make one or two of them outside linebackers. We'll make Longwell here left outside linebacker. Hoping Hadralehu can get a really big year of development. That'd be cool. One of our stud commits from last year. We need more corners. Wasn't there a guy last year? That was actually, it was Paul Zadalis here, who was actually a corner, but we made him a safety. We might have to flip that back this year. Let's make Lobato a strong safety. We'll make Ricky Lee a strong safety. That'll give us, once we put Zadalis back to a corner. Oh, not Ricky Lee. Dang it. Once we put Zadalis back to corner here. It'll have us 4 at each safety spot, which I think is fine. We have 3 punters, geez. There you have it. I think we're done with position changes. Let's go ahead and see the offseason progression here, shall we? Off-season progression. Hoping for some big ups here. We get some levels up. Training results. Come on. Show me the goods. Junior Cheryl up to an 89. Ellis Robinson, the 4th, now has 99 speed. Okay, let's go position by position. Lou Brady, now the highest overall quarterback on the team. The redshirt freshman at 78 overall. I did not mean to. I need to see something real quick. Player card is Y on this game. All right. I mean, his IQ can go up a lot more. Other than that, he's kind of almost maxed out, though. His IQ, his accuracy can go up a little bit. But is Lou Brady going to start for us as a redshirt freshman? It kind of looks like it, honestly. Alexander gets all the way up to an 88, a big time up from him. You love to see that. It'll be him and Durr probably this year as our running back duo, and then our freshman can come take over next year. I do want to see these guys' caps. Well, I can't look at their player card right now, I guess, because they're freshmen and they didn't go up. Cheryl up to an 87. We have Jeremiah Smith, and then that next spot is kind of... Hakeem only goes up 1, unfortunately. I was hoping for definitely more progression from him. He is kind of towards his cap in a lot of areas, unfortunately. Like his hands aren't getting any better. That's why I need Architect, because Architect, every time somebody upgrades, they have a chance to increase their caps. I want to get Architect unlocked here for this team. I want to break some of these caps. I do think since he's kind of the same rating as Brown, I do want to see a little bit more of Hakeem this year. Or we might also, it might be smart to have him redshirt this year. Since Brown is pretty much kind of the same caliber of player, he's got 99 agility and change of direction. I'll give Hakeem another year to develop in our system. Definitely going to redshirt Major Bull. Got 80 overall here at starting left tackle. 82, 86 for McConnell. Love to see it. Flynn up to an 80. Oh, Jalil Bigger's all the way up to an 77. Like, that's pretty high. I can't remember what he was last year, but it feels like he had a really big increase. So right tackle will be the only position we don't have an 80 plus overall on the offensive line. Got to get that starting to develop a bit. Zunk. Baldridge and Bulware both as sophomores in the low 80s here. McCreary only up to a 76. I don't think that's super high upgrades. Denelius Johnson all the way up to an 86 here. Although Connor Duck with 91 speed. Ajule does get a really big up. He was what, 71 up to an 81. Really big, maybe one of the biggest risers. DJ Hajrulehu. He has really big caps. He's not even close to capped out yet. Either. Expect him to get some playing time. Can Droogs get some playing time as our third corner now? I think he can. Ron Hench is here. Carter does not go up at all. You gotta be kidding me. He barely went up last year and he doesn't go up at all this year, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fontenette up to an 84 ahead of his senior year. Might be George Igbula at punter for us. Just has a bigger leg. There you have it. Nobody over a 90 overall for us yet. But we're getting awfully close. Getting awfully close here. We got a couple of juniors in the high 80s. They might get it for us next year. Team looking better and better now. An 86 overall offense and an 87 overall defense. Ahead of year 3. Let's upgrade our coaching points here. So what do we need? We need to win 4 rivalry games and spend 25 in tactician. All right. I want to boost our offensive line. Let's do that. I want to boost our defensive line. So we need to win 4 rivalry games now. So if we can win 2 rivalry games this year, we'll be able to start unlocking Architect. The reason I want to do that is the second tier ability there. Chance to increase a random skill cap when leveling up. I want that. That'll help people reach higher ceilings than they have. I think that's a really good ability. So I want to unlock those for all these positions. Kind of getting up there. We're almost halfway through our coach level progression already, but I think we can easily still kind of work a lot here in Architect. For now, I think we'll keep those final 10 points. I think for the time being, we'll worry about how to spend them later. Do we have to encourage any transfers, or are we under the limit? We do need to encourage 2 players to transfer. Okay. We have a lot of running backs. I think this junior could probably go. I'm sorry, AJ Newberry. I think Marquise Barrett can also probably go. Or McVeigh. Sorry, Marquise Barrett Jr., you're also going to go. We have a 85 roster limit now, which is exactly what we need. With that being said, that puts us to the end of the offseason and pretty much to the end of what I wanted to do in the stream. An awesome bowl victory, an unfortunate transfer loss, but a Nice transfer pickup to replace him. Top 15 class in all of college football. A lot of elite development traits. Then, of course, the upgrade portion here. The recruiting board and all that, that's going to be part of the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Glad to have Vanderbilt Dynasty back in the rotation. My plan going forward, now that I'm more or less settled up in the house, as you can see, I don't have anything in my room yet. That's kind of not been high priority for me, setting that stuff up. But we'll get like the jerseys hung back up. We'll get something going on here to make the background a little bit more interesting on this camera. But my plan, once or twice a week, to try to find a time to stream some Vanderbilt Dynasty. Having a lot of fun with it. But gotta rep the Eagles. Yeah, I gotta put my Eagles jerseys back up. I have them right. There you go. They're not too far. They're not too far. I just don't have them hung up yet. So we'll be repping the Eagles here in the near future. But thank you for hopping into the stream, especially those who participated in chat. It makes these streams so much more fun when I have some people to talk to. I've been forgetting to have the music on this whole time. Sorry for that as well. But again, we'll be back with more Vanderbilt Dynasty soon. I don't know exactly when. For streams, it's just kind of, I got to find a time to be able to do it. Next video for me will actually be another stream for my NBA 2K25 draft-only franchise with the Blizzard, where we will be figuring out where we will pick in our first ever NBA drafts. We have the number 1 and number 14 lottery odds, and I'm very excited to see where those picks land. That'll be coming out tomorrow, around the same time we started the stream today. And I will see you then. Anchor down.